Yo, man, what it is and what it ain't, man. It's your boy BL Ratchet from the We Are Florida podcast, presented by Mix One Essentials. And I'm in here today with special guests.
Mr. Andy by Houses.
For sure, man. How you doing today, my boy?
Doing real good.
Bit fast. What your day been like today?
Today, I just been riding around, checking on my properties. Basically, I just do trap checking.
Okay, like around, trap checking, for sure.
Just like you go around and check on the trap, see if the product there. I go check on the properties, make sure everybody doing what they need to do.
Okay.
Same thing.
For sure. So let's get into a little bit of your backstory before we, get into the house and everything. So where you from?
From St. Pete.
St. Pete? Mm-hmm. Okay, I ain't know that. Home team for sure.
St. Pete, raised up in Tampa when I moved to 11. When I got turned 11, moved to Tampa. Then in the prison, I was 18 and just came back to St. Pete when I got out.
Okay. So you went to prison. Okay, you got out with an entrepreneur mindset?
Heck yeah, I was in prison using that as like a college. You know, I went when I was 18, got out when I was 22.
That's what I was just going to ask you. I was going to say it's like 18 to 22, you know, it's like college type.
So I was like in federal prison, so like I had to grow up fast. Like I had to be, I ain't had no childhood.
You was reading books?
Of course. I learned how to, that's when I first read my first real estate book in prison. And then I did, looking at the stock market every day I used to wake up. I had like 30 stocks I used to chart. But even I got out, when you ain't got no money, all that just go to the side.
For sure.
So then when I ended up coming up, I just went back to it.
For sure. So what you know what I'm saying, being that young at that age from 18 to 22, and you looking at the stock markets, you looking at this and looking at that, how you can be an investor and come up, like, that's different, you know what I'm saying, for a kid that age to be doing that. What made you, you know what I'm saying, well, why did you think you was different, you know what I'm saying? I know you knew you was different.
I just felt like it wasn't, I really didn't belong in prison. Okay. I was just in an environment around people that, I shouldn't have been around. We're going to adapt our environment no matter where we go.
For sure.
So it's just me being around those people, it's just I had to adapt and do the type of things they do that made me the type of person that I'm really not.
Okay.
So that what really got me, to doing different things inside of there, because that really wasn't me. But I just had to adapt to my environment, so that's what got me in that situation.
For sure. So you got out of prison, became an entrepreneur. Take me through that.
I got out. I had a job. Well, first it was federal prison I went to, so I was in Mariana and Coleman. Mm-hmm. And then when I got out, I went to go to the halfway house when you get out for 6 months. So I was in the halfway house for 6 months. Then I had to get a job, so I did telemarketing. I had a job at a little nursing home, working in the kitchen, washing dishes. Did that for like a year. Then I said, I'm trying to change. I don't want to do this no more. Like, this ain't for me. So I said, I went to New York. I went and grabbed me a bunch of throwback jerseys and then some of that baby fat and then some CDs. The dude had some CDs. I bought the whole crate from him. I just came back to St. Pete and just started selling CDs and the clothes on the corner. Mm. And then I did that, but at the same time, I was in trade school going to P-Tech, learning how to paint cars. So by the time I got like halfway through the school of painting cars, I opened up my own shop. So I started painting cars down here in St. Pete.
Full-blown hustler.
Yeah, so I did that for like 9 years.
Okay.
Then after that, I seen my cousin, her boyfriend, he was in the streets selling drugs, but he had like 10 houses. So he was making like 10 grand a month, just off his rental houses. So I'm like, damn, how the hell he did that? If he could do that, I could do it. So that's what made me go buy my first property. Mm. So I went and bought my first duplex in like 2011. They were like $14,000. I bought that, and after that I bought a 401 for like $19,000, and that got me into real estate, but I wasn't really into it. I had real estate, but I wasn't doing it as a business. I just had it. Tried to do an ALF, tried to do, rent it out. It was just like more of a hobby then. Then like 2016, I started taking it serious, and I started wholesaling. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm going to go ahead and start it as a business now. So I started a little wholesale business. Did that for like 3-4 years. Then it wasn't the same. Like the deals that were coming in, they weren't making as much money. It was getting like oversaturated. So I just started doing fix and flips. So I buy it, just close on it, go ahead and fix it up a little bit and just resell it. Did that. Then, same thing happened. The money wasn't coming right. So 2020, I just decided I'm going to go ahead and try to go ahead and start a new construction project. So I ain't had nobody, I ain't know nobody doing it. I know I ain't had no guidance. So I'm the type of, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I procrastinated for like 4 months, though, because I was just not knowing what you don't know. But I ended up getting into it, and I built my first house in 11 months. And then I sold it, made that $127,000. I was like, that's it.
It was it right there.
Going back.
For sure, for sure. Most definitely. So like, you building a house down there on the south? On the south
Yeah.
side? Okay.
I got 6 of them going on right now by
Okay.
myself, and then my students, we got a bunch more going
That's
on.
lit though. That's lit because like, you know what I'm saying? You can actually say you touching the community for real. Like,
Right.
Like for real, for real. And a lot of people they be saying, you know what I'm saying, talking about wanting to touch community and put this and put that together. But you actually build them houses.
Right. You got a lot of celebrities from here that ain't doing that for the community.
Yeah, that's what I was just for real. Like, yeah, that's lit, man. That's lit for sure. So, you know what I'm saying? So you say you got $127,000 check.
Yeah.
$1,000 check.
First time getting that many zeros legally.
For sure, for sure. So what you did with the first, you know what I'm saying, when you got that first
I bought
check?
all lots.
All lots.
Yeah.
Okay, so you went straight back into business.
I ain't get to spend none of it.
Okay.
I just put it all back in lots, and now I'm bidding on some of those same lots now.
Okay. For sure. So if I'm a person trying to do this straight off the streets, how can I get into it? Because I know you say you do classes too.
What you gonna need? First thing you're gonna need is to get your credit right.
Okay.
Like you can't trying to get your own money to own cash to do it gonna take you forever. So basically, what we do is we just get over 720 credit score, less than 2 inquiries, and then get everything cleaned off your report. Then you could get 150, 300,000 in funding worth of credit cards.
You fix credit?
No, I got a girl, Gigi,
Okay.
that work with me. She do it. She do that part of it, that aspect.
Okay.
But that's part of the class right now. But next year we changing that. But right now, you get in this last class, you know, you'll be able to get your credit repaired, and that'll be part of the program.
Okay. So this is for anyone though.
Yeah, this ain't anybody. I'm from the streets. I'm just like y'all. Like,
Okay.
This just for somebody. It's the same hustle as being in the streets, like selling drugs. It's just we got a different product now. Our product is actually blocks and not bricks.
Okay. For sure. That's it's different though, cause you know what I'm saying. Like, it sounds simple from what you're saying. You know what I'm saying, but for somebody that don't know, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to jump into it, it sounds like, damn, that shit easy.
Just
you can do.
think about it. When you first got your first package, you was on the block. You was scared. You were timid. You didn't know who to sell to.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the same thing. When you get your first house, your first deal, your first piece of land, you don't know how to build on it. That's the same way being in the street. You don't know how to move. You don't know who to sell to, who you can, how to watch it. It's the same thing.
For
So
sure.
now you just got to learn it like you had to learn the streets. And then, but when we were learning the street, it wasn't really no blueprint.
It definitely wasn't.
But I got a blueprint that show you how to do it, so it make it way better than learning from nothing.
For sure. So, do you have a lot of rental properties?
No, I sold all my rental properties. I had a whole bunch of older properties. I sold all my portfolio, and I'm building everything new. So I'm just recreating all my new stuff.
Okay. So is that a smart investment for people to have rental property there?
Right. And what I do, I don't sell none of my projects. I keep them, and I do short-term rental, so I Airbnb them.
Okay.
And I refi, take my money out, and take out a little bit of extra. And when you take out the extra money, that's tax-free. So if you go to sell the property, all that gonna be capital gain tax, so you gotta pay taxes on that. But if you refi it, you get, just say for instance, I got a property I built for like $195. I just took out $300. So I made profit $105,000 without having to pay no taxes on it.
Okay.
And it's worth $481,000.
And that's what you gonna sell it for $481,000?
I ain't selling.
Okay.
That's the value of it though. That's what it appraised for.
Okay. For sure. So like, what you think about the housing market nowadays compared to back then though? Cause things done went up a lot, man.
It's just it's more for the people that's actually building, or the people that's actually the investors. It's the investors the ones winning right now.
Yeah. Okay.
If you or somebody trying to buy it, it's real high for you. So it's like you getting in, but it's like you paying top dollar for it.
You paying? That's what I was gonna ask. Cause if I'm trying to start a business, build a house right now, it's kind of like you paying top dollar right now.
No, not to build it. That's to buy it. If you was the retail, if you was the one trying to get it to live in it, you're gonna be paying You're gonna be paying top dollar. But if you be building it, we building it almost half price of what it's worth.
And how you doing that though? That's what I'm saying. Half price. I mean, he ain't got to give me the game or free sauce, but you know what I'm saying. Sign up for the class. I know he gonna give y'all everything.
Like we buying lots. A lot gonna cost us about 110 right here in St. Pete. So we gonna build at like $100 a square foot. So basically, it's gonna cost us $150,000 to build a 1,500 square foot 3-2 house.
Okay.
So basically, it's the same thing. We go just like, for instance, if you're trying to find some workers, all you got to do is go to these construction sites they're working on and go in there and get their contact info. It's that simple. A lot of them ain't gonna speak English, but you got the translator, Google Translate. Go ahead, go in there, get their info. And after you get their info, you can just ask them, do they know, just say you get somebody that's doing flooring. You can go in there and ask them, do they know somebody do drywall. You know, all of them work together.
Yeah, and
You know somebody that
and
do
it's all gonna
framing.
get
You know
pieced
somebody do
together.
that. That's how I built my whole team.
Yeah.
Just going to them. But other people be trying to go like the Home Depot, places like that. You don't want them type workers. That's a different type worker. Those be the ones be doing rehabs. You don't want rehab workers. Cause with this, we don't pay our workers till after the job is done, after the or after the inspection pass. Like our framework, they get, just say for instance, our electrical guy, he gonna get 2 draws after the wood go up and he put his stuff behind the walls. He get his first draw after that inspection pass. So if that inspection don't pass, he don't get paid. But if that was a rehab, they gonna want money up front. I need money before I start. I need money.
Need money for you start.
Or you want money daily just to pay my workers.
For sure.
It's a whole different type
and
of
then
ball
you got to
game.
discuss the deal with him and everything.
Yeah, different type of worker.
For sure. So like, you know what I'm saying, what you own in different properties around St. Pete, and you know what I'm saying, you doing your thing. Like, how can somebody buy their first piece of, like, just a duplex, man, just a duplex. Like, you know what I'm saying, they got $30,000 to buy $50,000, and they could just they just want to buy a duplex.
Basically, you got if you're gonna try to buy something,
where can I get some good land at, and it's gonna make me some money? You get what I'm saying?
You trying to buy something already done or trying to build something?
Something already done.
Yeah, basically that 20 to 30,000 gonna get you like 300,000 worth of funding.
Okay.
Like it get you like that's gonna be you got to put down like 20% of what you what you gonna buy.
Okay. And this basically all through credit cards?
Yeah, we do all credit cards and hard money lenders. So basically what we do is we get the credit card. Once we get the credit card, we get high limit card through the business. We don't like doing personal. Like that's last resort because that's gonna affect your credit score. So basically we get the high limit credit card, then we take the money off those cards. We use half of that to buy the land, and the hard money lender give us the other half. So if we buy a lot for 100, we gonna put up 50 off the credit card, and the hard money lender gonna put up the 50. Then when we start building, we gonna take us like 35,000. So we gonna take that 35,000 off some more of them cards, and then after that'll get us to the foundation and the walls up. And after that, that's when the hard money lender, he see you got skin in the game. Now you got something to lend against. He'll give you the rest of the money to finish the project in draws.
For sure.
So that's basically how we start, off the credit cards and finish with the hard money lender.
Okay. So how long it take you usually, like, to throw up a house, build a house?
Anywhere between 4 to 8 months.
Okay.
The more you got your team together, the faster it's gonna be. Like if you look at Domain Homes and all the big companies, they about 3 months, 4 months, they jump done. But if it's you and your first time doing it, it may take you 8, maybe 9, 10, depending on how you organize you is and what blueprint you got.
Okay. So can you give me a couple of do's and don'ts? You know what I'm saying? If I'm a first timer trying to, you know what I'm saying, put my foot in the water.
Some don'ts is don't overthink it. A lot of people overthink it. A lot of people think it's hard. It really ain't hard.
For sure. That's why I'm trying to wrap my head around everything that you're saying, but for sure.
Like if you don't know it, if you think it's hard, it's gonna end up being hard on you because you're gonna attract what you think. If you think it's easy, it'll get easy because you're gonna look for the easy things in it. If you think it's hard, you're gonna attract the hard because you're gonna be looking for stuff to be hard. But one thing is don't overthink it. Have your funds together. Like you want to have the money. It's a lot of seeing people that try to do it, get in the middle of the project, and they ain't got the rest of the money to finish it. So they got to end up selling it or it get foreclosed on. So basically have your money lined up, and then, just make it happen. Like it ain't really hard as you think.
For sure. So what's your motivation right now, bro?
My kids.
Okay, that's lit. So they inspire you a lot to keep you going?
That's one of them right there. That's my oldest son.
Okay.
Yeah, they like he the one that kept me out the streets. He don't, whether he know it or not. Like that was my reason. That's what gave me something to live for.
For sure.
Before then, I was just out here doing whatever because I ain't had no, I ain't really care about myself. We from the street. That's just part of the game when you're from the street. But when you got somebody that gonna have to look up to you and you're gonna have to take care of, that change your whole perspective.
For sure. So, what's your favorite, hobby outside of, buying houses and building them and
I
stuff?
like cars. That's why I was
Cars.
painting cars. I got
You still doing that?
not painting no.
Not painting them?
I'll paint mine. Like if I get a car and I want to paint it, I'll paint mine, but I won't
You
paint
got an
nobody
old school?
else's. Yeah, 71 cut. It's convertible.
71? Okay.
Red and white.
Red and white. You bring it out?
Not really.
Not
It's
too
in the
much?
shop right now though.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting a you know how they change the motor and put it to make it electrical or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of work done to it. They changing it up a little bit.
Okay. So you ain't bringing it out for the classes this year?
I don't do that. I don't want to go there anyway.
Oh, you don't
I
even
don't
wanna go
hang
there
out like
anyway?
that no more.
For sure. For sure.
I just, if I'm gonna drive mine, I'm gonna be at the pier or
Okay.
St. Pete Beach. I'm gonna be,
Hanging out
different
for sure.
environment.
For sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So you got a favorite sports team?
Not really team. I like players.
Players?
Yeah.
What's your favorite player you been watching this year?
This year I like in football, I'm rocking with I like Evans.
Okay, yeah, Mike Evans definitely lit. Shout out to the Bucks, man.
And I like Baltimore quarterback
Lamar.
I like
For
Lamar.
Shout out to both of them for sure, for sure. They definitely doing their things. So if you can give some advice to, a youngin' who just, not even just trying to step into this field, just trying to become an entrepreneur themselves. You know what I'm saying? To go in whatever lane they want to stay in and whatever lane they want to grow in. You know what I'm saying? What advice you can give to them?
Don't pay attention to the world. Like, be yourself, be you. Don't try to have pride to please other people. Like, a lot of people try to live for what other people going to say about them.
For sure.
And when they do that, they really being somebody they ain't. Because they just doing that to make no other people happy. So they really can't be themselves. But once you learn how to be yourself, then that's when you're going to really have time to come up. You're going to change your mindset. You're going to be able to think different. And, when I turned like 33, that's when I really changed my mindset. Like, I really didn't care what people say. Like, before then, everybody try to do stuff for the Joneses. But then when you're doing that, you ain't really doing what you want to do, and you ain't really going to be able to come up like you want to come up because you're trying to please everybody else instead of yourself.
Facts.
So once you start pleasing yourself, that's when your life going to start changing. Do that, and then get your credit together. We need credit because you're going to move with credit way faster than you can with cash. So when you're having that credit right, you can leverage way faster. Like, when I was, when I first had my old school, I had a duplex, triplex, and some single family properties. I was owned it free and clear. So, that's like nigga rich because we got a whole bunch of property, but we ain't got no cash. All our money tied up. I ain't really get money till I learned how to leverage them properties. Mm-hmm. All that money you got in them properties just sitting there, you making, let's say, $1,000 a month off each property, $1,500 a month, but you letting 150,000 just sitting there. Well, imagine what you could do with that 150 instead of that 1,500.
A whole bunch.
Right. So you can't really move that 1,500 coming from 3 properties. If you get 100 out each one of them properties, you got 300. Now you could buy, imagine how many more properties you could buy from that. So we don't think like that. We think about, I don't want to owe nobody.
Yeah, right.
I want mine free and clear. I like, like getting my money every month. That little 1,500, that's why we be lost. That's why we behind.
You're right about
Wrong
that.
mindset.
For sure. And speaking on being lost behind, bro, it's like, for real, like a lot of, people of our color, we need to, sit down and listen to conversations like this and go to classes like you doing, go to different classes that they want to do and they feel the work,
Right.
Just learn though. They took the learning away kind of, bruh, when everybody just got this social media, think they could just learn it on their own, they could do what they want to do. But it ain't like that though. People don't learn.
That too, and then there's a lot of people out here that give them that they gonna give them that cap. Like basically they gonna give you that lifestyle of what they living like this. They doing this, they doing that, but really ain't.
Yeah, it's all a facade.
Right.
On the
They
internet.
all look like they got money, and then the people, just say somebody do try to sign up with them or something, and they don't get what they wanted. Then now they looking at everybody like that.
Yeah.
So,
Because I was going to ask you that, too. That was my next question. I was
What?
going to ask you that because there's a lot of people, that get on the internet, they be like, I could flip homes, flip houses, I could do this, I could do that. I buy land, I do this, I do that. I can get you your credit straight, I can do that.
Right.
For all those people, bro, if somebody do invest into them, like you just said, and then it don't come out right, they look at everybody as a
Right.
whole like you playing
it's
with
a
them.
scam.
Yeah.
But it's basically like you just gotta look at who you watching. Like, if you look at me, you see all my product. In my posts, you see everything I'm doing. You don't see that in everybody's post.
Nah, you don't. You can't
just,
see that.
They just
you can't
say what
actually
they do.
see it or touch it.
I don't say what I do. I show you what I do.
For sure.
Everybody else just talk about what they do.
For sure. Cause I remember when they was talking to this one guy. I don't know if you know him though. His name Tony the Closer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were talking saying like he was, you know what I'm saying, collecting money, but he wasn't giving out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't know. I had to go really do my research on him. I haven't ever like into none of his programs or nothing, but he seemed like a solid dude, but I just kept seeing all the comments and everything, so I didn't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying too. A lot of people can steer you the wrong way and make you think crazy about everybody, you know?
Right, yeah.
For sure.
I get a lot of that too. Like
they ask you like, bro, is you real?
They don't need that. It'd be like, no, it gotta be a scam. The DJ envy them junk. Oh, they doing that, they doing that. So if somebody else doing it, they figure you automatically doing it too. Without doing their homework. They don't even look at their homework and see what's going on. So, you know, that's just part of the game, though. That's just
do your homework for real now.
It's just part of the game. They're going to always feel like, you know, if somebody making money and they don't know how to do it, something ain't right. Because they don't know it. They figure they supposed to know it, too.
For sure. So, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple more questions before we get off here, bro. I just seen you at Boosie house.
Yeah.
I know you seen that property, bro. How that was, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Walking into his property and seeing what he done built for himself. That
just be inspiration. That let you know that we can do it.
You can do it.
All us come from the same spot. It just all us got to grind. And we got to grind harder to get what we want. We got a bunch of people, a bunch of distractions that's keeping us back. So basically, they let you know that you keep grinding, keep your head strong. You know, all us could do that.
For sure. So y'all kind of like, I can't really say like he in the same field as you, but y'all kind of like in the same field right now because he building and you doing what you do.
Yeah.
So it's like, did y'all chop it up and, you know what I'm saying, discuss things?
No, he was already doing his thing before we even popped up over there. So, you know, I can't really say that, you know, I ain't had nothing to do with that.
No, I know I'm saying like, did y'all discuss things and like chop it up and, you know what I'm saying, he give you game on properties and you give him game?
It wasn't even that type of thing. We were just hollering at each other on business.
For sure.
So it wasn't really that. It just, he got his thing going, I got my thing going.
For sure. Most definitely. Shout out to Boosie. But how I was meeting, you know what I'm saying, Gilly and Wallow?
Oh, it was cool.
I know that I done seen you with them a couple times.
Yeah, Gilly cool. Gilly straight. Gilly way better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How you thought bro was going to be?
I don't know.
He be wildin', huh?
Yeah, you know when you see him, he like wild and crazy. But then, you know, when you meet him in person, like totally different.
Yeah, shout out to Gilly, though. Shout out to Gilly
like
for sure,
Gilly
man.
Cool. I like Gilly. Wallow straight, too.
Shout out to Wallow, too. Mm-hmm. So, bro, that's my last question to you, bro. If you can, you know what I'm saying, go anywhere in the world, you know what I'm saying, on a dream vacation, what would it be?
My next two places I want to go is going to be Dubai and Africa.
Okay. What you going to do over there in Africa, bro?
I don't know. I just want to go.
Want to explore it?
Yeah. Just that. Just travel. Just go see how other people live.
For sure.
Because, you know, a lot of people, you know, if you never left America, you never left, you know, your hood, your block, you think that's all it is.
Yeah, you definitely think that's all it is.
Then when you go to the other spots, you see how they really living. A lot of people, like, I done been everywhere. The Bahamas, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Panama. Like, the people live totally different. Like, it make you appreciate over here more. But if you never leave here and see how them people are living and, you know, the stuff they got to go through, and, you know, a lot of them die trying to get here.
Yeah.
So imagine what they, you know, but we don't see it as that. We see it as like, it's our spot. America crazy, America do this. You always got something to say negative about America, but other people trying to die to get here. So it's like, you don't realize that until you go to other places.
Facts.
So it's like, you know, just something you got to see. You just got to leave your hood and just see, you know, enjoy life, see different things, see how other people living.
Most definitely. But we definitely rocking with you over here, bro. Let them know where they can follow you at, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, all social medias, all the social medias that you got.
I'm at Andy Buy Houses.
Okay.
Andy Buy Houses on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, but I'm mostly on Instagram.
Okay. You on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, too.
Okay. For sure, man. Shout out to Andy Buy Houses, man. 100K play, man. You know what time it is. If y'all ain't tapped in, y'all tap in now, man. We are Florida Podcast, Mix One Essentials. Keep going, keep striving. Let's ride.
Get in the game.
For sure.